Good morning, students. This is class 11, subject chemistry, chapter 3, classification of elements and periodicity in properties, lecture number 2. So topics of today's lecture are modern periodic table, electronic configuration of elements and periodic table. So we will begin with modern form of periodic table. The new model of periodic table is known as modern form of periodic table and it was discovered by Henry Moseley. That is why it is also known as Henry Moseley's periodic table. There are 7 periods and 18 groups in modern periodic table. The horizontal rows of the periodic table are called period and the vertical columns are known as groups, or we can say families. So here you can see that these are the period. This is first period, okay, from here to here. Now this one is second period, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one and seventh one. Okay, so there are 7 period and 18 group. Okay, you can see here that this is first group. The vertical column is known as group. Okay, so this one is first group, this one is second, third, fourth and so on. Okay, up to 18th group. Now the present form of the periodic table consists of 18 vertical columns called groups. Each group consists of number of elements having the same electronic configuration of the outermost shell. These groups are numbered from 1 to 18. When we write electronic configuration of the elements which are present in the same group, then you will observe that these elements will have same valence shell electron. Okay, you can easily find out when you will write their electronic configuration. Okay, the long form of the periodic table consists of 7 periods. These are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. From top to bottom, the period number corresponds to the highest principal quantum number of the elements in the periodic table. Modern periodic table is divided into 4 blocks. Okay, S block, P block, D block and F block. Group number 1 and group number 2 will come in S block. Because when we write electronic configuration, the last electron enters in the S orbital. That is why group number 1 and group 2 elements are known as S block element. After that, P block element, they are present in group number 13 to group number 18. Okay, these elements are known as P block elements because last electron enters in the P orbital. Then D block elements, group number 3 to group number 12, they are D block elements. And you can see here that element whose atomic number is 57 to 103, they are known as F block element. Now F block elements are placed separately from the table. The question is why? If we will place these elements here in the main table, then they will disturb systematic arrangement of all other elements. That is why these elements are placed separately from the main table. Now next topic is electronic configuration of elements and the periodic table. So first we will study about group-wise electronic configuration. So the elements in the same group or vertical column has similar valence shell or outer electronic configuration. They have the same number of electrons in the outer orbitals and hence have similar properties. You can see here in this picture, electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s1. Okay, lithium is 1s2, 2s1, sodium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1, potassium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. So when we write electronic configuration of these elements, then there is one similarity here. Okay, that last electron enters in the s orbital, right? Like here, this electron enters in the 1s orbital. Here, last electron enters in the 2s orbital. Here last electron enters in the 3s orbital. Here last electron enters in the 4s orbital. For rubidium, last electron enters in the 5s orbital. In cesium, last electron enters in the 6s orbital. And for francium, last electron enters in the 7s orbital. All these elements are present in first group, okay? And last electron enters in the s orbital. That is why group 1 comes in s block. As they have same number of electron in the last orbital, so these elements have similar properties. So elements which are present in the same group will have similar properties because same number of electrons are present in the last orbital. Now we will study about electronic configuration of elements in period. So each period in the periodic table indicates the value of n for the outermost or the valence shell. So here you can see that hydrogen is present in first period, lithium is present in second period, sodium in third, potassium in fourth, rubidium in fifth period, cesium in sixth period and francium in seventh period. So when we write electronic configuration of these elements which are present in different period, then you will observe that here it determines the value of n is determined by its period. Okay, 1s1. So here n is equal to 1 and it is present in first period. Here 2s1. N is equal to 2 and it is present in second period. Here n is equal to 3 and sodium is present in third period. Here value of n is 4 and potassium is present in fourth period. Here 5s1. Value of n is 5 and it is present in fifth period. Cesium is present in sixth period and value of n is 6 and francium is present in seventh period. Okay, and value of n is 7. Now we will talk about first period elements. So first period corresponds to the filling of electrons in the first energy shell, that is K, or we can say n is equal to 1. So since this energy shell has only one orbital, 1s, which can accommodate only 2 electrons. You know very well that in s orbital only 2 electrons can be filled. Therefore, first period has only 2 elements and these are hydrogen and helium. Electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s1 and helium is 1s2. You can see here in the table that in first period only 2 elements are present. One is hydrogen and another one is helium. So total number of elements which can be present in first period are 2, hydrogen and helium, because when we write electronic configuration, the electron enters in the s orbital and in s orbital only 2 electrons can be filled. Okay, one electron will come in hydrogen and second electron will come in helium. Now second period. The second period corresponds to the filling of electrons in the second energy shell, that is L shell. And we can write it like in this way, n is equal to 2. Since the shell has 4 orbitals, 1, 2s and 3, 2p, which can accommodate 8 electrons, therefore second period contains 8 elements. So when we write electronic configuration of second period elements, for lithium it is 1s2, 2s1, for beryllium 1s2, 2s2, for boron 1s2, 2s2, 2p1, then carbon 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, nitrogen 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, oxygen 1s2, 2s2, 2p4 and so on. So you will observe here that valence shell has 2 orbitals, 2s and 2p. In s shell, 2s orbital is present, okay, 1 s orbital, and in p shell, 3 orbitals are present. So 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. That means total 4 orbitals are present. In 4 orbitals, 8 electrons can be filled. That is why in total 8 elements are present in period number 2. Now third period. The third period corresponds to the filling of electrons in the third shell, that is n is equal to 3. So the shell has 9 orbitals, 3s, 3p, 3d. But when we write electronic configuration, then you will observe that energy of 4s orbital is less than 3d orbital. That is why 4s orbitals are filled first. For example, when we write electronic configuration of zinc, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, here 3d 10 should come. But energy of 4s orbital is less than 3d. So here 4s orbital will come first and after that 3d orbital is filled. Okay. So now in total 4 orbitals are filled, 3s and 3p. Okay. In s shell 1 orbital is present. In p shell 3 orbitals are present. So 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So that means total 8 electrons are present. So 8 elements are present in period number 3. So next one is fourth period. The fourth period corresponds to the filling of electrons in the fourth energy level. That is n is equal to 4. So in fourth period the filling of only 9 orbitals occurs which can accommodate at the maximum 18 electrons. Now what are those 9 orbitals? 1 4s, 5 3d and 3 4p from potassium to krypton. Now here you will see when we write electronic configuration, then 3d orbitals come before 4p orbital because energy of 3d orbital is less than 4p. Okay, so in total these 3 orbitals are there. Okay, in s shell 1 orbital is present, in d shell 5 orbitals are present and in p shell 3 orbitals are present. So in total 9 orbitals are present in fourth period. 9 orbital means 18 electrons. 18 electrons means total 18 elements can be present in period number 4. So in this way you can find out how many elements can be present in any period. Now next is fifth period. So in the fifth period total 18 elements can be present. Okay. So here again in the same way like fourth period, total 9 orbitals are present, 1 5s, 5 4d and 3 5p. When you will write electronic configuration, then you can easily find out that which orbital are present. Okay, so in the end 4s2, 3d10 and 4p6, these orbitals are filled. So in s shell 1 orbital, in d shell 5 orbital, in p shell total 3 orbital. So that means total 9 orbitals are present in fifth period. Okay, 9 orbital means 18 electrons, 18 electron means 18 elements. Now next one is sixth period. So sixth period corresponds to the filling of sixth energy level n is equal to 6. In this period only 16 orbitals are available for filling with electrons. So that means total 32 elements are present in sixth period. Okay, this is the electronic configuration of sixth period elements. The seventh period corresponds to the filling of seventh energy shell n is equal to 7. So like the sixth period, it also contains 32 elements because there are total 16 orbitals. Okay, so this is how you will write electronic configuration. Okay, this is filling of last electron in the orbitals. So that's all for today, students. Now we will discuss homework of lecture number 1. So I gave you 2 questions. One is, what is the basic theme of organization in the periodic table? It is to characterize the elements in period and groups as per their properties. So this course of action makes the investigation of elements and compounds of elements in a simple one and methodical way. In this periodic table, elements with comparative properties are set in a similar group. Those elements which have similar properties, they are grouped in the same group. Okay. Now next is, which vital property did Mendeleev use to order the elements in the periodic table that he designed, and did he adhere to that? So Mendeleev organized the components in his periodic table according to the order of their atomic weight. So answer of this question is no, because he arranged the element in increasing order of their atomic weight. Okay, but here you can see that cobalt is present and after that nickel is present. Atomic weight of cobalt is 58.93 and atomic weight of nickel is 58.71. If he will disturb the position of these elements, then property of these element with their group element will not match. That is why here there is exception. Now homework of lecture number 2 is you have to do NCERT question number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So note down these questions. Thank you and have a nice day. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in comment box. Till then, goodbye.